Hello, everybody. Welcome to Wild West Wednesday. Thank you for joining me today. Hello to Pixie Cow and Deluxe Tux. Belated happy birthday to Deluxe Tux. And hello, Chris Gwynn and Dave Orr and Tom, aka Satnav. That's the weird thing about Spanish. If you just say buenas, you just say buenas. But if you say buenos dias, it's with an O. But if you say buenas tardes, it's with an A. And buenas noches, because noches and tardes are female gendered, and dias are male gendered. So that's a fun little idiosyncrasy. But if you just say buenas, even if you're just saying like hello without specifying what time of day it is, it's female gender. That's weird. Tardes is afternoon, and noches is night. So, yeah. Tardes is Tardes. Also, hello, Deep Entertains and Fiction Control. I'm here until a bit before 2, then I go to torture students. Good. Torture those students into learning things. I myself am teaching some impromptu Spanish. Real Spanish speakers say buenas. Buenas. Yes, the diéresis is important. Buenas. Or you could just spell that W-E-N-A-S, I guess. Anyway, I'm coding today. We're going to take a little break from the art. Actually, we might not take such a break from the art because I have to do some custom stuff. But I'm coding today, and specifically I am coding a maze. I mean, if you've been here the past few streams, you've seen me drawing it. And it's not quite a maze. I mean, it is, but it isn't. It's one of those mazes that has a trick to it. It's not just a wander around. If you just stick with the hola, don't have to bother with what time it is. That's right. I assume tardes roughly translates to late day. I mean, yeah. Tarde is late. So, tardes is just plural of the word for late. A maze pog, time to get out the pen and paper. No, you don't need a pen and paper to solve this maze. You just need to be observant. So the idea of this puzzle is this. I'll spoil it a little bit. I'm not going to code the whole thing on stream because I want it to be it's randomized every playthrough, so you won't get the same path through the maze every time you play it. You also won't get this particular excursion every time you play. So I don't even know why I'm bothering to randomize it, because there's a 50% chance that you'll get this. Well, this one's dictated. I can't talk. This one is based on your relationship with Gentleman Jake. So if you have a good relationship with him... Oh, thank you for the follow, Tanker22. So if you have a good relationship with Jake, you get this excursion. And if you have a not so good relationship with him, you get another one, which is a different situation, different puzzle, etc. So this is basically the setup here is that they've arrived in this small town, and the sheriff has been kidnapped, and they go with the deputy here to go look for him, and they have to track him because they don't know where he is. So basically, you have to find the correct path through here. So there's a bunch of stuff that you can look at in this first screen, as you can see here by all the hotspots. There's these horse tracks, which, you know, it would be too easy if you could just follow the horse tracks. So the horse tracks kind of just end. And then we've got like coyote tracks, we've got quail tracks, we've got coyote poop, we've got other stuff. You can talk to the characters. But the idea is that you're supposed to look around and you're supposed to observe the environment to confirm which direction you should go next. So in this case, you came in from the right, so the only 3 possible exits are up, right, and down. And so I've randomized it so that, as I said, every playthrough it's different. Yes, poop. Poop is one of the key things to look for when you're tracking animals. So, yeah, choices matter. So basically, I want to put in a lot of like red herrings and things to look at, so that you can just look at the stuff and be like, whatever. So then you have to actually look at the thing to be able to confirm which direction it is. So if you just wander off in any old direction, they follow you, but the screen randomizes again, so it's just any build of environments, and you can only go two screen. I mean, if you go right back, immediately back, you wind up in the scene you were in before. This is also chugging along because I've got video and I'm streaming. But if you go off in any direction, any random direction that's not the right direction, and you just kind of wander, after two incorrect ways, the deputy's like, oh, I think we're lost. So then you go back to the previous correct scene. You don't go back to the beginning of the maze. I mean, now you do because you haven't found the next point. But each time you follow a correct place and you get to the next checkpoint, that's your next checkpoint. So if you wander off from there wrongly, you go back if you get lost, so it doesn't dump you right to the beginning. Didn't you have a trail hunting in a Ben Jordan game as well? Yeah, in the remake of the first one, I had a thing where you had to just like smell, and it just told you what direction to go. This one is a little bit different, because you have to like look at visual clues. So here, the visual clue is these little trampled things here. So I've seen the clue. So now if we go down, this is what I have to code in. There will be horse tracks here, and then she'll be like, oh, we're on the right track, and then they go that way. There's a little cutscene to kind of show that they're going all over the place. So here's some more horse tracks, which there will be, and then this is correct scene number 2, or 1, as it were. So this is blank. I haven't coded this in yet. So this will be another. This is like the checkpoint number 1. So once you find this, you then have to determine. You lose the trail, and then you have to look around again to figure out how to continue the trail, and so on and so forth. And you do this for a few screens until you find the horse. So, apparently you can use a red herring to distract dogs with a pungent smell. Yeah, that's where it came from. That's where the phrase came from, because they used an actual herring to confuse dogs' senses of smell. Is the horse okay? Asks a horse who can drive. Hello, a horse who can drive. Also, hello, Deep Entertains and Rocky Johan. I don't think I said hello when you came in. Yeah, the horse is fine. He's just abandoned. You'll find him and he'll be fine. So don't worry. There's no dead horses that you have to beat. Yeah, I'm not a fan of animal cruelty in fiction, so I tend not to depict animals getting hurt or killed if I can avoid it. And there's really no reason for it. So also, if you wanted to backtrack, you get discouraged from backtracking because that would be a pain in the ass to have to worry about backtracking. So, first things first, what I want to do is I want to make the first cutscene a little bit more natural. So I want to turn on the horse tracks here, and let's select our horse tracks. So if you go, no matter what direction you come in from, they're always going to go to, let me make sure that I got this right. So after Faden, if they come in, we're on the right track. So she walks 1350, which means that they exit off of the right. So that means that these horse tracks need to be positioned at they need to be positioned, whoops, nope. This is the problem with object things here. Alright, so what I'm going to do here, hang on. 378, right? Yes. Alright, so let's go over here. We'll set it to 1. And in room load, where's room load? Room load, we say, this is the randomizer. Oh, right plants dot baseline baseline is equal to 378. Same with right plants, whoops. Left plants, I mean. 378. Oh, left plants dot baseline is equal to 378. And now I can set it to 1 in my editor, so I never have to worry about selecting the wrong thing ever again. Same with the foreground plants. Okay, so now these horse tracks need to be over here. I want them to... Okay, so 796, 580. Never-ending story. Yes, never-ending story can be traumatizing. Absolutely. Also, hello, Kamadib. Skyler kind of reminds me of some of those blasphemous background screens, if you've seen them. Extremely rusty sky behind the clouds. Oh, I've played it. Well, I haven't played. I've seen a little bit of Blasphemous, but I haven't played it. It looks really cool. But that's cool. I mean, it's dusk. I wanted to have a nice dusk desert. All right, 797, 585. So, okay. So this is going to be tricky because the room is randomized. But I'm also keeping track of where we are. If on correct path is true and traveling is equal to false. Okay, so if... Alright, so that's all randomized. Now, if correct scene is equal to 0 and traveling is equal to true and scene... No, wait, not scene turns. I have so many variables in here, it's not even funny. I probably could do this a lot better. Travel scenes, okay. And travel scenes, where did it go? I just lost my... just lost my thing. Okay, and travel scenes is equal to 0. Then, horse tracks, set position to 797, 585. 797, 585. Horse tracks dot graphic is equal to for 9251, just for good practice. 9251, and horse tracks dot visible is equal to true. All right, so really enjoyed Lamplight City. Nice to find you streaming. Thank you, Kamadib. Blasphemous is gorgeous and stupidly hard. Also, Blasphemous has now cutscenes in Spanish, as it should. Nice. Cool. I'll have to check it out sometime. I like a good platformer. I like especially a good challenging platformer. Okay. So if I did this correctly, which hopefully I did, the first correct scene that you enter will have horse tracks on it. So let's see if that's the case. And then the second scene will not, because I have everything turned off when you leave the thing. Alright, so we have now entered the second room, and look at that. It just so happens that it rolled the same thing as before, so we go down this way, and the horse tracks are not there. Why are they not there? Oh, I know why they're not there, because I didn't look at the... I'm debating. Okay, let me take a poll here. One thing that I don't like, and that's happening right here, and I'm trying to think of a good way, an elegant way to fix this, is you have to look at the clue in order to go on the right path. If you don't look at the clue and you go down, it won't acknowledge that it's the right path. You have to manually look at the clue in order to set a variable that now you're on the right path. And I'm not entirely enamored with that, because if you're playing this and you're like, oh look, this looks like it goes this way, and you go that way and it doesn't do that. But then if you can just brute force the maze, I mean, you should just be able to brute force the maze if you want to. So I guess I'll just get rid of the... Yeah, there we go. There's the horse tracks. Yeah, you know what? I'm going to get rid of this solve the clue variable because there's... It's kind of stupid. I don't like... Maybe if you walk off without checking the tool, she says that she's losing the trail. Right, but the thing is, what I don't like is the fact that if the correct direction is, in this case, it was down. If the correct direction is down, and you're observing the screen as the player, and you're like, oh look, there's that little thing there, let me try going down, and you go down, then I don't like variables. It prompts going back and looking harder. Yeah, I mean, I guess I could do that. If you just try and brute force it, she should just be like, oh no, But see, if you're playing for a second time and you recognize that that's a thing, and you've already done it, and then you now just have to go through the tedium of clicking to make sure, then that, I mean, well, how many people are actually going to replay this, honestly? And, like, the clues are different in every screen, so, you know what? Okay, let's do that. Let's try that. So let's put saw the clue back. Alright, so let's see what happens now. Hello, Grunge Gamer. Welcome. Another Ola. Alright, so now I have to figure out what the condition is if you go down and you're on the correct path, but you... This is gonna just complicate it even more, honestly. So if you go down the correct path, but saw the clue is equal to false, then... Okay, hang on. I know what I can do here. So it's checking if saw the clue is... Alright, so if correct scene is equal to 0 and on correct path is equal to true, if maze path is not equal to 0 or saw the clue is equal to false, then it sets on correct path to false. Right. Otherwise, traveling is true. So I'm going to try this with one path, which is the actually, no, I have to try it with all of the paths. So basically, afterwards, if you didn't see the clue, it's setting on correct path to false. So I have to make sure that if after fade in, I think we've strayed off course if wrong moves is equal to 2, right? So let's say if... Huh. I guess I could make it easier for myself and introduce another Boolean, which is didn't, or brute force. I can add a brute forcing Boolean. Hold on, let's try that. So, bool brute force is equal to false. So if you leave the screen, well, let's do right exit first. If you leave the screen, if maze path, alright, so if maze path is equal to whatever, then if saw the clue wait, where is my... Do I have to save this again because I deleted it? If saw the clue... Yeah, there we go, is equal to true. Wait, no, hang on. No, if maze path is equal to 0, on correct path is equal to false. Alright, else. If saw the clue is equal to true, then we set it to traveling is equal to true. Else brute force is equal to true. Right? Okay, yes. That makes it a lot tidier. So let's go back to all of these other ones, which is then that's right exit. So let's go to north exit. So if saw the clue is equal to true, then yes. Is brute force a command you made up or an actual thing? I know extremely little about programming. No, it's a Boolean I just made up. You can make a function that does something and call it whatever you want to make it easy to plug in. Yeah. Yeah, basically I declared a Boolean, which is a true-false statement, and I need a name for it, so I named it brute force because it's checking whether or not the player is brute forcing the maze, which I'm not allowing you to do. So, where's down exit? So if you look at what you need to look at, then it allows you to go by, and if you don't, then it sets brute force to true. And if you enter a screen and it's the correct screen and brute force is set to correct or on, so if brute force is equal to true, then we have something happen here. And then I also want to make sure that when you look at the, if saw the clue is equal to false, saw the clue is equal to true, and brute force is equal to false. So just in case brute force has been turned on, it turns off when you look at the clue. How do you brute force the maze? A tribute to the 2003 Xbox game Brute Force. If I was a Boolean, I'd be Lunacat. Okay. Equals. What? Double equals? Oh, thank you. Sorry. Alright, yeah. After fade in. If brute force is double equals to true. Look at all of you coders in the chat helping me out here. Thank you. Can you just do if brute force? Probably. Probably, but I'm not an advanced enough coder to do all those fancy shortcuts, so I just write everything out in longhand. And then your dead partner who lives in your head will call you a cheater? No. If brute force is true on failing, I kind of think you have to remake the maze layout, right? Wait, are you asking or are you saying that I need to make the maze layout right? I'm impressed at how well people can read the code from the stream. Yeah, that's why I have to make sure that that there's no spoilers in my code. Alright, so if brute force is equal to true, we'll say in conversation is equal to true. And see harleyhead.say custom. This might be the right way. I mean, I'm going to change this, obviously. This is just placeholder test. Asking. Oh, if brute force is true on failing, I kind of think you have to remake the maze layout. Well, so here's the beauty of it. This is going to be a maze where, like, the fact that the reason that I'm doing the travel cutscenes is to show that, like, it's not a specific path. So, like, there's no way. I was struggling with this before. In fact, I'll show you. I was drawing this. I was like, okay, look. See, the problem here is if you start here and the possible exits are up, down, and right, if you go this way and I have the cutscene go, like, straight, and then here's the path, or if you go up and the cutscene goes straight, and here's the path. If you do, like, if you go the right way, then I was like, how do I do it so that you don't, like, end up backtracking to where you ended up, or, like, you only end up one screen away from the previous thing and all of that stuff. But the easy solution to that is you just mix up the directions in the cutscene. So it's not a perfectly mapped. I mean, you can't map this maze. It's an impossible to map maze because it just doesn't. You don't need to map it, so there's no reason to. So anyway, so this might be the right way, but I should go back and be sure. Okay. So if player dot, yeah, okay. So then we'll just yeah. If previous exit is equal to up, else if previous exit. I'm glad that I put in this previous exit command because it makes things a lot easier too than checking positions. Previous exit is equal to right and oops. Previous exit is equal to left. My E key is sticky on this keyboard. And I think it's time to get a new keyboard. All right, so that'll take care of that. Splines actually kind of rule. It's done in, I think, all the Sims games. Yes, reticulating splines. I remember the sexy voice going reticulating splines in SimCity 2000 when you started a new game. I don't even know what a spline is. I thought it was just a made-up thing. All right, so up exit. Where is north exit? I probably should have called it north exit. Alright, so set walk speed, blah 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 blah. Player change room, change all that. Okay. Yes. Now I just want to make sure that after fade in, because I want to make sure that wrong moves is equal to 0. So I want to make sure that, I mean, yeah, if previous exit is equal to down, then we have to do that. Right. Just change that. Yeah. Just want to make sure my code is nice and all in the right line here, so it's a little easier to read. Okay, and now if the previous thing is down, we go to down exit, and we say any player walk, blah blah blah. Enter fade in if previous is up, then we do that. Oh, thank you for the subscription, Neviklink. I thought it was made up too. I'm still waiting for my arcology. Sims never had a voice. A spline is basically just a mayhematically defined curve. To reticulate them is to combine them into one equation or treat them as a single set. Interesting. I can't believe the gift for subscribing is getting punched in the face. Because you're getting punched in the face with great content. It just wallops you right across the face. That's the message I'm trying to get across here. Okay, so left exit for this. Cheek butt. Okay, player walk. Cheek butt unlock view. Blah blah blah. Okay, that's all good. Right after fade in. That's for right. I don't actually think I need to worry about this. Well, maybe I do. Wait, where is... I need to, Oh. Oh, wait, hang on. Yeah, this is not gonna... You know what? I don't actually need to... well, no, you know what? I do need to. Alright, hold on. After fade in. Okay. This might be the right way. Okay, so if previous exit was up, then they're going back down. 660, 653. Yeah, see, I don't need to do that. That's irrelevant. So that's fine. If previous exit is down, then the player... I don't want her to walk... Wait, I do want her to walk up that way, don't I? Set walk speed 8.4. Yes. Okay. Walk 568, 420. Okay, 272. 272. Oops. I think I also need to replace the battery in my mouse because it's dying. Misreading the typo of mayhematically is actually pretty great. Oh, is it supposed to be mathematically? I like mayhematically. That's a good word. They're useful for smooth pathing, jump curves, or infinitely precise 3D models instead of using triangles. Those terms are beyond my knowledge. I only understood 3D models. I'm in the same boat as you, Grunge Gamer. I actually made my wife's ring with a spline-based 3D modeler. Wow, that is cool. You 3D printed a ring? That's so sweet. Okay. Alright, so JakeBot unlock view. C JakeBot dot set walk speed 8.4. C CurtBot set walk speed 8.4. And then player change room. C JakeBot dot set walk speed 8.6. C CurtBot or CurtBot set walk speed 8.6. See, this is the problem. Well, the issue with coding a maze, or at least a multiple room in one room. My code is already like 690 lines long. Casting mold was printed, I see. But yeah, basically. I feel good someone more advanced than me didn't understand. I'm not advanced. Honestly, like all my coding experience is from using AGS for 20 years, so you know. Okay, so down, right, and I still need left. So previous is left, then we're coming in from the right exit. So we're coming in from... Wait, no, hang on. If previous exit is equal to right, then that means that they came in from that side, so they're going back left. And the previous exit is right. Okay, yes, so right exit. So JakeBot unlock view, blah, 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 blue, blue, blue. And after fade in once again. So this goes here. Alright, now to test if this works. And also, I want to set wrong moves is equal to 0, because we're going back to the thing, and we're also setting on correct path to true. Because on correct path has set to false, if I'm not mistaken. Or has it? Wait. No, wait. That's taken care of in this. Just to make sure. So if... Okay, no. So on correct path is still true, but it's just dumping us back to correct scene. And we haven't actually made any wrong moves, so that's not an issue. So I don't need to worry about resetting wrong moves or correct path, because they have not been affected by this script. So, bam! I would definitely have zero idea how to code this. Well, it just takes some practice. Alright, let's see if this works. So, ideally what should happen now is, let's try both things to make sure I haven't screwed everything up. Alright, so the proper direction is up, because as you can see here, there's this trampled bush with some horse tracks behind it. So if we go this way, which is the wrong way, then nothing happens. And if we go this way, which is also the wrong way, then it should say, we're lost, let's go back. Alright, we're straight off course, let's go back. So now we come back. And this is all hunky-dory again. Alright, so now, if we go north, but don't look at the clue, now she should say, nope, it didn't work. Why didn't it work? Okay, so if brute force is equal to true, so what just happened there? We clicked on the north exit, and correct scene was 0, and correct path was true. If maze path is equal to... Oh, you know why? Because I didn't get rid of this or saw the clue is equal false thing. I only did it on one. So we just have to do that for... Make sure that that has been removed from all of my things. Okay, maze path is equal to 0. Maze path is equal to 0. Yes. Right. Interact. Maze path is equal to 0. And... was that all of them? Let me just make sure. Solve the clue. Okay, yeah, there we go. There was one missing. One I missed, rather. Okay, now it should work. He said optimistically. Well, duh, kidding, I have no idea. This is an old-fashioned kind of puzzle. Mazes were all the rage in the 1980s. They were, but the type of mazes were like, oh, you have to map this out to artificially pad out the game. This is a maze with a trick to it. So that's the kind of mazes I like to do if I'm going to include one. Alright, so once again, the randomizer has rolled that the first direction up is north, and now we have not looked at the clue, so we go up. And wow, this is really chugging along. Uh-oh, what happened there? This might be the right way, but I should go back and be sure. Okay, so I have to set on correct path to false, because otherwise it's gonna just reload the same screen as before. So I do actually have to set on correct path back to true, because otherwise it's going to be the exact same. Do you mean like a player drawing it out? Yes, I mean like you actually have to sit down and make a map of the maze in order to figure out the correct path through it, unless you just like memorize it and guess. I'm talking about mazes like the King's Quest V castle maze, or the labyrinth in King's Quest VI, or the Fireberry maze in The Legend of Corandia. All of those. Left exit. Left exit has not been changed yet because I haven't made that yet. Okay, so else brute force is equal true and non-correct path is equal to false, and brute force is equal to false, and no, hang on. Oh look, and I didn't even do... Oh, wait, no, hang on. Else brute force is equal to non-correct path is equal to false, and brute force is equal to true. Okay. So now in after fade in, when she says this might be the right path, but I should go back and be sure, then after all that, we set on correct path to true, so that we reset. Okay. I wonder how many kids drew their own Metroid map. These days someone else has mapped it and put it on the line. Oh wait, we're gonna have to do this for this game? No. What I'm saying is you don't. You don't have to make a map of this maze. That's the whole point. The way through this maze is to observe the environment and to find the clue that tells you what the correct direction is. And when you go in the correct direction, it takes you to the next checkpoint where you have to do the same thing. You look around, you see what you need to see, and then you... Whoops. And then you proceed. It's not just, oh, I'll just go in all of these directions until I happen to find the next correct spot. That is annoying, and that's artificially padding out the game time. Okay, so in this case, now it's down. So let's go down. Let's make sure this works. We've the correct thing here. This might be the right way, but I should go back and be sure. And then they all turn around. Oops. I forgot to set in conversation to false. Okay. So, hang on. This might be the right way, but I should go back and be sure. In conversation is equal to false. Wait 1 player.unlock view, and then walk back. So if previous direction is down, player set walk speed, blah blah blah, no block anywhere. Wait, unlock view. While player is equal moving true, set walk speed, change room. 8.6 Jakebot saying change room. Yeah, so why didn't it do that? We'll figure it out. That's good because I play games in bed and don't want to be drawing. No offense. None taken. I feel like, I mean, there's this time and a place for that sort of thing. Like Return to the Obra Dinn, for example. Like you want to take notes playing Return to the Obra Dinn or Her Story or like Telling Lies or whatever. But I prefer to be able to keep all of your notes and stuff in game. So, alright. So let's see if this works now. So she says yes, she turns around, she goes up, they follow her. Okay, but why does that happen? Why doesn't she change rooms is my question. Previous exit is down, player change room 55, 660, 990, direction up. Yeah. While player moving is equal to true. Yeah, why didn't that happen? I'm confused as to why this is ignoring my change room script. It's obviously causing the other characters to change rooms. I'd want to probably be told that it's a note-taking game up front early. Yeah. Yeah. Alright, let me try this again with another direction because I'm not sure why this is happening. Oh wait, hang on. I think it might be because I think I know exactly why this is happening. Because it's running all of this. It's still running all of this. Right? Yeah, because this is if. Else if traveling is equal to true. Else if correct. Okay, else position characters. Right, so this is still happening. Oh boy. Alright. So if traveling is equal to true, if wrong moves is equal to true, if brute force is equal to true, and if player X... Right, okay, so if brute force is equal to true, then run this. Else if, this is where else comes into play. Else if wrong moves is equal to true, do this. Else if traveling is equal to true, do that. Else position characters. Okay, that's why that's happening, because it's not running the script until after all of that stuff happens, because it thinks that it's still doing all of that stuff. Okay, now it should work. I say for the 5th time. This is why I never do coding streams, because it's just me screaming into the void. Although talking out loud helps. It's like the rubber duck the rubber duck technique. Except you're all my rubber duck. Alright, so this time, it's over here. So we don't see the clue. We come over here. She says, this might be the right way, but I should go back and be sure. They turn around. And look at that, it works! Oh no! It's... But that's still set. Okay, so I have to turn something else off. Why? Why did that happen? Because brute force is set to true. On a correct path is equal to true, and brute force is equal to false. I don't know why I thought I forgot to do that. Okay. So now it will work. Quack. The rubber duck. I don't know what rubber duck technique is, but that makes me think of the longest journey puzzle. Well, thankfully it's nothing like that. No, rubber duck is... You use a rubber duck as to bounce... Like, you talk to the rubber duck as if it was a person, and the idea... Or it could be any inanimate object. It's just for some reason they've chosen to make it a rubber duck. And the idea is that you talk out loud. You talk your problems out loud to solve them. Okay. So now they come down here. She says, this might be the right way. I don't know. Let's go this way. Let's all go back. We all come back in here. Everyone goes back to their place. And perfect. Alright, so that is just happening because of that. Alright, good. It worked. So now if you look at this, I've seen the clue, and now we go this way. Now the horse tracks appear. And she's like, oh, look, the horse tracks. And then now they go that way. All right. It works. Hooray. Let's all celebrate. Do, 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 do. Yeah, it could be a cat, too. For me, it will be thinking. I feel so accomplished. It's such a minuscule thing, but I actually feel like I did something right. And now I drink a lot of water because I've been talking a lot. Just in time for you to go to your class, Fiction Control. But now I want to refine the the thing a little bit, because if we're coming in here, I think she should walk over this way first. And then yeah, so, alright, so let's go to after fade in, and this is always going to be a thing. So, right, we're on the right track. Alright, so, player, walk, there, E-block, E-walkable areas. And then, yeah, player face direction down right, and then in conversation is equal to true. And we're on the right track, and then in conversation is equal to false. Player dot unlock view. Okay, so I also want her, I want Jake and Kurt to walk to the right spot as well, but I think I'll worry about that later once I have actual dialogue in. I just want to get I wanted to get the blocking right, but you know. Is the Rosewater Western Vespuccia map available anywhere to look at? And goodbye Fiction Control. It's not available anywhere outside of the game currently, no. I don't think I tweeted it. Alright, so I didn't look at the clue. Oh no, I didn't look at the clue, so... Alright, so we go back. Alright, so there's the clue. I've seen the clue. There's the horse tracks. So now she walks over and says, hey, we're on the right track. Let's keep going. Right, so they keep going. It's all good. Right, and then see, now they come out from another part of the screen. This way. Just to keep the direction a little ambiguous. So now they come from here, right? So then, yeah. So the direction kind of turns around, so you don't really know what the correct path is. So you can't just like think, oh well, I just came from 2 screens this way. If I go this way, it's going to be the same way. No, that's not how. That's not how it's mapped out, or that's not how it's laid out. Anyway. All right, so that's that scene. So now I need to figure out what the correct clues for this scene are going to be. I actually know what the correct clues for this scene are going to be, but I have to remember what the thingies are. So, okay, so for this one we have the cactus, we have that, and we have the foreground trees here. So let's go to the editor and manually change all of my sprites so that they actually look like what they're supposed to look like. So let's turn off our graves here because these are separate objects. So left plants is this one, yes, and right plants, I actually can just check to make sure. I don't need to guess. If correct scene is equal to 1, then left plants is 9127, right plants is 9134. I can just type it in manually. Right, and foreground is, well, this one's easy because there's only like 3 that I can pick from. So foreground is this one. All right, cool. So ground plant. So ground plant, in this case, if it's the foreground, or if it's at the bottom, it's going to be this one. So we'll put this over here, just so you can actually see the clue. So 442649, right? All right, so in this case, they're coming from above. So 0 is left, 1 is down, 2 is right, because I'm working counterclockwise here. So when we load, right, let me do this as well. Let's copy this and paste this. So ground plant visible is equal to true. So if 0 is left, 1 is down, 2 is right. So if it's, that means if it's 1, then the position has to be 442649 and the graphic is 9264. I totally forgot that already. It's 9264 and the position is 442649. 442,649. Alright. Now because ground plant is basically my object for the correct solution. So, okay, so I don't have any object specific or any plant specific things here. So if it's, what's this? That's, I guess, if it's trampled over this way. Let's put the bush over here. It's like right behind Kurt. Alright, so if it's, I kind of want it to be something different though, because that's the same as, it's the same as before, right? 9265? Yeah, 9265, that's boring. I want it to be something different. But what do I have that's different? What's this? No, that's up. And that's not going to be the case in this scene because you're coming from up, so there's no up in this one. So it's either left or right that I have left, and I don't really have any suitable images for left or right because I already used this one. So you know what? It's time to stop coding and it's time to go back to Photoshop. All right. So let's get this scene set up here to look like it does in the game. So get rid of our cemetery. Get rid of, well, we'll knock out ground plants for the moment. Foreground is this one. Left plants is this one. And right plants, excuse me. Right plants is this one. So that's what our scene looks like, right? Yes. That is what our scene looks like. So now for ground plants, let's turn on the ground plants. Okay. So, yeah, basically I have... Wait, why did I have this? Oh, I guess I was intending this to be over here, but I didn't. So let's do a special ground plant trampled bush for this particular section right here, because this looks like... Is there going to be banter between other characters while you're walking around in the game? Yes. I mean, Jake, who's your primary companion on this, he talks a lot. So this is a perfect... Also, yeah, to break up the monotony of, like, the maze, I was going to have him just, like, talk to the other guy. And the other guy is a guy he has history with. So, yeah, they're going to be talking while you go through this maze. Do you have a preference between coding, drawing, or writing? I like things about all of them. And I dislike things about all of them, too. But I don't really have... I think I would say, if I had to rank them in order... I would say writing first, drawing second, coding third. For sure. Ground Plant Day, starring Bill Murray. Right. Okay. So ground plants. Yeah, so the horse came through this way and trampled some bushes over here. So we're going to just have a bush that's trampled, like some... Actually, I can have, like, more than one. I would make animating a different category than drawing, honestly. That was your guess, you could feel it. Yeah, well, I mean, animating yeah, I guess background drawing and animating are definitely two different things. I would say that I like them equally, though. Like, it's kind of a cop-out answer, but I don't know. I enjoy them both. There's different things. Like, animating can get tedious, but it's really rewarding to see the animation when it's done. And same with the background drawing, I guess. But it's like you're building... Well, both of them you're building something. But yeah, I don't know. Anyway, sorry. So, yeah, I want to have, like, broken sticks. Like the horse trampled through here and broke some sticks. Let's not go too crazy. But let me put some, like, some broken sticks over here. Little subtle things here. Yeah, okay. And also some... I can light it a little bit here. So it looks like sticks and not like poop. Because we got plenty of poop otherwise. Just building in stories and games, no big deal. Not building anything with writing or coding, I guess. No, you are, but it's... Yeah, I don't know. It all works hand in hand. I mean, you're literally building the game with coding, and you're building the atmosphere and everything of the game with writing, and also, I guess, background drawing. So, I don't know. Sorry, I'm coding always makes my brain hurt. Well, it doesn't make my brain hurt, but it's definitely affected my thinking, so I might not be answering as eloquently as I normally might. Okay, so here's some sticks, and I'm also going to have some of these bits here, like leaves from over here. Just like kind of hanging out here. And then of course I'm going to put a horse a hoof print because that's the way to make it obvious. Because we want to know that the horse went right, so gotta have those hoof prints explicitly going in that direction. So yeah, we got that, and then we got our horse prints right over here. So let's just copy a pair of those, such as these, and paste them in there. Here we go. Here. Where did they go? Horse prints, here you are. There we go. Coding uses up a lot of brain juices, requires a lot more concentration. That's right, hello KCCCC90. The horse prints? No. No. Horse printus. Horse prince would be a very different thing. Okay, so we've got, you know, I'm gonna just do like one. Put another one over here. Because I don't want to make it too obvious. Put the other one over here. Slightly more ambiguous, I guess. Maybe not. Maybe not. Okay, so crop that down with ground plants. Let's save this real quick. Get rid of all of the unnecessary stuff. And of course, do a nice little fun trick, which is, in order to make sure that the hotspot is entirely visible, because it's a lot of little things, we get a nice gray, and we put a nice block here, and a nice block here, and we set the opacity to 1%, and now, when you hover the mouse over it, it will recognize it. So we've got ground plants. Alright, so we got right trampled plants. Okay. So we got right trampled plants, and I don't know if we have anything for the left side, but we'll see. Do I have anything for the left side? I mean, I have that again, but I don't know if I want to. Hang on. Left trampled bush. Yeah, okay. See, the problem is that it's left trampled bush, but I actually made the horse prints going the wrong way. So let's rotate that way and save it as left trampled bush 2. And then I'll just go ahead and leave that as the graphic. Okay, so now we did that. Back here, import 2 new sprites, which are left plant 2, left trampled bush 2, and right trampled plants. All right, and now we take ground plant and we change this to this one here. Yes, there we go. Set that here, which is nice. 907.521. Actually, 905.523. Okay, so if the exit is 012, that's 2, then 905.523 is the position. 905.523, and the sprite is 9272. Oops. No. No. 92.72. There. And finally, for if it's on the left, we get trample bush over number 2 over here. I'm gonna put this over here. Oh, also I think we should probably have like horse poop in the middle, because then it should be like, oh look, the tracks end here, but there's definitely something. Maybe not the horse poop, but something else. Alright, so then this position is 97.539, which is if it's 0, so 97. God, why is it doing this? 97.539, and the graphic is 92.71. Okay. And what I also want to do is I want to set horse prints to something else. You came just in time to watch the Coordinate Olympics. Yes, you did. Hello, VGA 256. I'm just watching this. Oh, I didn't realize the Space Quest Olympics was happening right now. Pro tip, if you ever want to port to mobile, minimum object hotspot sizes are 25 by 25 at 320 by 200 and 50 by 50 at higher res. Just 50 by 50 for any higher res? Immersive environmental storytelling, yes. Excuse me. So yeah, I'm going to change horse prints here to display at the top, because the horse came this way. So 50 by 50 is good for 640 by 480, higher for 720p. So would it be 100 by 100 then, if we're going by correct multiplications? Right, okay. That's fair. I mean, I still don't know what the porting situation with this game is going to be, but whatever. Alright, so where are my horse prints? Horse tracks. Here we go. Alright, so let's change the graphic here to horse tracks up. It's these, right? No, that's if they're going down. It's actually 92.55 if they're coming from up. So horse prints came from this way. Oh no, but I don't have one for if the horse prints are coming down from the top. So we're gonna just have to make do with horse poop. Just have to make do with horse poop for now. Alright, so let's go with horse poop, and let's change the position here to I guess over here somewhere. Maybe not. I mean, we'll have the horse poop up here because it's obviously not, you can't just go from the direction you came from. It's just I want it to be an indicator that the horse was around. So let's get a little tiny bit of horse poop here. Put it there. Just a quick little thumb, no pun intended. If you could make a sequel, hello Neviklink, if you could make a sequel or same universe game to Shard Light, would you? No. No, I wouldn't make a sequel because I feel like the story's already been told. And I feel like also same universe, like the way that things have been going in the real world, I don't really feel like doing a post-apocalyptic game right now. So, or maybe ever again. Alright, so let's set the horse poop over here. 705, 481. This is horrible. Alright, 705, 481. Oh, horse poop. Set position. Was it 705 or 745? I don't remember coordinates anymore. 705. 705 481. 705 481. Oh, horse poop. Graphic is... Whoops. Why did I do that? 9248. And of course, oh, horse poop visible is equal to true. Alright. I'm happy that you rendered that horse poop correctly as chunks and not patties. Yes, Grunge Gamer, it is. I spent way too much time yesterday Googling different desert animal scat. So I've got coyotes and I've got horses right now. Just so you know. This is why I strive to be accurate. Because tracking an animal, that's one of the things you look for. That's just how it works. So let's see how this goes. Alright, I still have to do some coding here. See, we have some coyote poop in this screen. Right there. So there's no look message for it, obviously. But alright, so we know that here's the clue. Let's go down. Oh, look, there's the horse tracks. Hey, look, it's the... Oh, no, I have to make sure that she doesn't do that. We're on the right track. Yeah, see, this is why I have to make it a little bit more elegant, because if they just walk from where they are, it looks weird. So now they're coming from this way. Oh, look, this way. Let's go this way. And now we come in here. And here we go. The horse is here. But where is the horse? The poop is there. But oh look, there's the clue over there. So now I've seen the clue and now it should work, but I haven't coded this, so this is not going to work. Yeah, see. It's just done that again, and it's reloaded the same scene again. So we got to go back and fix that. Coyote has that nicely textured gravel and fur and feathers and corn. You're not going to see a close-up. It's just supposed to be a red herring so that the screen is populated by objects. Okay. So, now, we went right, which means that this all has to be the same thing. If maze path is this, else, if saw the clue, else, yes. So this has to be copied into this as well. If saw the clue is equal to true, then traveling is whatever. Alright. And same for exit down. Yeah, alright. If maze path 1 is equal to 1, then that's fine. Then we do that. Put in wombat poo. But wombats are Australian, and this is not set in Australia, so that would be incorrect. Alright, so left exit. If correct scene is equal to 1. If maze path is not equal to 0. Right, I already did that. Else traveling 1 is equal to true. I'm glad I already did that. Good for me. Alright. So let's just make sure that this works. By which I mean the wrong one. Will there be a cat at any point in the game? The animal... You don't have to track a cat, don't worry. As far as cats, I don't know. Maybe, if I find a spot for one. But right now, I don't think so. There'll definitely be a dog. I can tell you that. Oh, okay, right. So that worked fine. Okay. Yay, we're on the right track. Okay. This way. Alright, here we are in horse poop land, and there's the thing again. Alright, So, wait, what? I didn't code that right. If the correct path is 1, that means it should be 0, 1. It should be down, not right. Oh, sense backtracking. Okay. It's 0, 1, and 2. What did I code wrong? What did I code wrong? Let's see. If maze path 0 is the... Oh! That's what I did. I forgot to change my variable. No wonder it was always the same thing. Alright. Now it will work. I love any cats in games. Yes, I like cats in games. I put cats in plenty of my games. I put a cat in Shardlight. There was a cat in Ben Jordan 8. Was there a cat in Lamp? No, there was squirrels in Lamplight City. I didn't put any cats in Lamplight City, though. I should have put a cat in Lamplight City. Okay, so now our correct path is this way. Oh, look, and there's the horse tracks. And here we go this way. Look, this way. I need to put the horse tracks in that screen as well. Okay, so now our clue is there, which good, it is. So now let's go down this way and see if this works. And she should say this isn't the right way. Yes. Alright. And now we go back to our previous checkpoint. Alright. So now we look at that. And we go down this way. And now she says, oh boy, we're making progress. But I haven't coded in the rest of what happens next. So it's fine. Enum, maze path, north 0, east 1, south 2, west 3 for some AGS fun. Then you can do nice things like maze path north. I figured there was probably an easier way to do this. Enum, maze path, north 0, east 1, south 2, west 3. Right. Right, but the problem is that, well, I don't know if it's a problem. But 0 is not always going to be north because there's only 3 possible exits from any room at any given time because the correct path is not going to be the one that you just came from. I love... Oh yeah, Give Us a Cthulhu Adventure. That's got a cat in a very prominent role. Okay, so that's all well and good. Excuse me. Also, I want to... Hang on, let's go with horse tracks over here. Let's do the horse tracks going this way. No, the horse tracks going the other way. Yeah, there. Alright, so these horse tracks go this way. So they'll be at 46,617. Let's load this up. Right, if correct scene is 0 and travel scene is equals right. Alright, so we'll do that. This is exactly the same thing. Travel scenes is equal to 1. So we've got horse tracks is at 46,617. And 9253. There. I recently played Life is Strange True Colors and I had a cat, but I was very disappointed I never got to pet it. Okay. Yeah, I know that obviously there's a Can You Pet the Dog Twitter account, but is there a Can You Pet the Cat Twitter account? Because I feel like they're missing out on a very important demographic there. Alright, let's do this again. This is the only thing I'm checking here is that the horse tracks work fine in the second travel screen. Alright, so we go this way. And there's the horsey tracks. She walks up and says, hey look, let's go this way. Alright. That's fine from there. There's the horse tracks again. Oh look, there they are. And then they go that way. And then they find the poop. and then, yeah. Alright. So then, yeah, the correct direction is this way. And there's the clue. And so on and so forth. Alright, so this is going to take a little while to build. But at least the building blocks are there. And I know how to actually get it together. So that's fine. The account includes other animals. I'm currently cuddling a sick old kitty who just came back from the vet. Aw, hence my backseat program. Well, I hope he's alright. Or will be alright. So now this is just, this is the wrong way. So that's fine. Going this way. We're lost, and now we go back to where we came from. And it's pretty much always. I should probably figure out a way to randomize the direction you come back to this place from. But I don't know. I mean, I could do it. Because if you always come back from the same spot, then... Actually, you should just come back from the same spot that you originally came in from. So that'll take care of that. So if correct scene is equal to... Hold on. I think we strayed off course. Right, player change room. Alright, so if correct scene is equal to 0, then you do that. Else, if correct scene is equal to 1, then we change them to the previous things, which is this one, I believe? Yes, direction down. Yeah, alright. Test that real quick. He's gonna be okay, got some opioids to manage his pain, UTI, renal failure. Oh yeah, that's not good. Yeah, UTIs are terrible. Thankfully our fatty has been okay, knock on wood, since the last time. She had a kidney stone. Not a kidney stone. I keep saying kidney stone. Bladder stone. She had a bladder stone. But the special food that they gave her, she's been eating it and hasn't had any problems since, so hopefully it's been shrinking. But yeah, cats with urinary problems is not good. Also, hello Ambrosine0. Alright. So now we try again. Wrong way. Actually, did I make this so that... Oh, look at that. Okay, I need to fix that as well. Okay. I think we've stayed off course. Okay, so now we come back to the correct course. Okay, that works. But I need to make sure that if you go to the north exit, if correct scene is equal to 1 and on correct path is equal to true, right? We have to put him on some special kitty food. Yeah. Yeah, apparently they have like really good food to dissolve stones. So that's nice. Okay, so excuse me. Oh boy. If correct scene is equal to 0, and on correct path is equal to false, and wrong moves is equal to 0, and previous exit is equal to down, then you do that. Gotcha. Alright. So now, if correct scene is equal to 1, and on correct path is equal to false, and wrong moves is equal to false, and previous exit is equal to down, so we'll do that again. Too much information? What about the cats or about all of these ands? Okay, so that's taken care of. Right exit is that way. So if correct scene is equal to 1 and on correct path is equal to true, else if actually let's do this. Else if correct scene is equal to 1 and correct path is equal to false and wrong moves is equal to 1 and previous exit is equal to right, then we do that. The man does not love switch statements. What are switch statements? I don't know. If I knew, I'd be using them. Alright, and left. I hope this doesn't mess up my... It's a different way of organizing if, else, if. Sometimes better, sometimes not. Okay, well, this is working for me right now. Alright, so if correct scene is equal to else, if correct scene is equal to 1. Alright, so let's do that. If correct scene is equal to 0, or to 1, and previous exit is equal to left. Alright, let's test. We must test. Switch correct scene. Does AGS do switches? Probably. But I've never used one in my life. So, I'm not about to start now. I mean, I probably could, but, you know. Alright, so where are we going? We're going this way. And we're going this way. And now we're here. And we can't go up because that would be backtracking. But if we go down, and then we come back up, then we're back at this spot. Okay, good. And if we go this way, and if we go this way, then we're not back at the correct spot. Okay, I did something wrong there. So, left exit interact. If correct scene is equal to 1, and on correct path is equal to false, and wrong... Okay, right, because I did the wrong previous exit. The previous exit is actually right. Wait, no. Wait, what? No, that's right. Because if I went right... Now I'm confused. I can't tell the difference between left and right. No, right, hold on. Let's try that again. I'm gonna forget you said that. Sorry. Okay. You know what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna save a game manually so I don't have to go through all of this every single time. Because this is running slowly. Okay, this is good. So I know that the save game path test. All right. Okay. All right, that's fine. If we go back to the left, we're back here again. Okay, so that worked fine. If we go this way, this is probably going to screw up again because I probably got my left and right mixed up. And if we go back this way, we are not at the place again. Okay. Yes. All right. So right exit should be if correct scene is 1 and previous exit is left. Right, because we're trying to head back to the previous path. Characters left or yours left? Stage left, yes. Screen left. That dick holster turned out pretty nice. Thanks. Hi, Electric Dragon UK. Sorry I can't stay. I'm doing a software upgrade for a work client this evening. Just stopped by while waiting for a process to run. Well, thanks for stopping by. Alright, so let's load our path test. So this should work. Alright, we're on the wrong path, and now we come back. And we're on the right path again. Hooray! Alright. So there's that. Now, we look at this, and we see the clue, and we go this way. And now she says, oh goody, we found we're making progress. So they'll go down this way. Alright, so let's code that. After fade in. Alright, so we're on the right track this way. Alright, we're making progress, and we'll have everyone walk from the top. Alright, hold on. Down exit, yes. Player walk, blah 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 blah. Okay. After fade in. $660, 531, 920. Yeah, we don't need this. Start cutscene. Escape only. And cutscene. Alright. But I'm going to change them so that they're on the right side. Because why the hell not? So then else if travel scenes is equal to 1. See Harley head.say custom. Follow those horse tracks. Tracks. Exclamation mark. Right. And then we get to here. We get to here. We'll start cutscene. Escape only. We set correct scene to 2. And we set all that stuff to false and whatever. And we have them walk from right to, oh, I don't know. Let's say, let's just say right again. You know, whatever. Let's say right exit. We have them walk right. Yeah, there we go. Follow those horse tracks, etc. And then they come in from the bottom. Where did it go? Yeah, here we go. Okay, cool. Alright, so we'll test that out. And then, yeah. I forgot to tell you, I heard someone saying pero like, and now my immediate thought is your voice. Oh, good. At least I'm accurate. Okay, so what I was gonna do is, well, now I have a I have a manual save, so I can just circumvent all of this. So now we know for sure that that's that way, so we come down this way, say, this might be the right, oh right, I didn't look at the, didn't look at the clue. Why are their walk speeds so slow? Did I mess something up? Well, whatever. Probably not. Alright, we're making progress. Go down this way. Follow those horse tracks. And they go that way, and then they come up in scene 3 from here. And this is now scene 3. Or scene, yeah, scene 2. Maybe I should reduce the number of correct screens from 6 down to like 4. I guess it depends on how much content I think of for this maze. But so far, so good. And now if you go down, I need to change it so that if correct scene is 2, then he says no backtracking, whatever. We'll save here. Path test. See, nope, yeah, alright, so let's do that real quick. Down exit, cutscene. Oh, up exit. Where's north exit here? Alright, yeah, we gotta do that. And cutscene. Down exit. Player walk. Yes, in cutscene, else. Oh my god, what is happening here? Alright, yes, 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 yes. Wait, what? Right, no, that gets replaced. Okay, there. If correct scene is equal to 2, and on correct path is equal to false, then yes, they are moseying on. I really want to upgrade to a stable version of AGS 3.6 so it doesn't lag so much. Hey, now, no sense backtracking, we need to keep going. Alright, so she needs to face upright. Okay, cool. Alright, so that's that. I'm gonna call it a stream here because I need to go to the bathroom and also eat lunch, and I'm tired of coding. So, thank you all for joining me for Wild West Wednesday. I appreciate the company and the help and being there to talk out these problems. I'm glad that I seem to have managed to get something happening here. So yeah, when all this is said and done, it'll hopefully be a cool little thing. So yeah, thanks all for coming. I will see you next time. Bye. Oh wait, let's end with the trailer.
Tell me, what is it you want out of life? Fortune, glory, the thrill of adventure? I'm offering you a chance at all three. You just need to do me one small favor. You've something of a reputation, you know. Clever, resourceful, maybe a little dangerous. I do hope that's accurate. The path won't be straightforward. You'll encounter obstacles along the way, perhaps even some other dangerous people. You'll need some help, but I assure you the rewards far outweigh the risks. You will be richer than you ever thought possible, if you can deliver. I'll be in touch.